Carry takedown to score 2 points.
Right.
And the blue gi, for those who don't know Flavio.
Fabio Leopoldo on the bottom.
Hey, on that one, we have Bernardo Faria versus James Popolo.
Wow. Too many good matches to watch, but you guys are free to click on over at home.
And in the Masters, I believe it's a 6-minute time limit for black belt.
That sounds right.
6 minutes, I believe. It's not a full 10 minutes, 6 minutes.
Here's the trivia question for the chat room. And first person to tell us the answer to this question gets the coupon code for the pans this weekend. The trivia question, which is, what are the 3 commands that refs can say in a match? And they're all in Brazilian, or not Brazilian, they're actually in Portuguese. In the same way we're speaking in American right now. What are don't say the answers, because I know you know them, right, Sean?
Claro.
Claro. Okay. M. Neighbor appears to have gotten it. Oh, no. Somebody got it way before that. Huh. Our friend in Russia got it right. Luce, combate, and parou.
Flavio passing around to the left. He's got a deep hip grip. That's going to be hard for Fabio to
I think that's the second time he's answered our trivia question. And now he gets that Pan Am's code again. Pan 2012 for 15% off anything in the Budo video store.
Everybody else got to close their ears because he won that question. Don't listen.
Flavio's got a great top game.
Yeah, he's a monster. These guys are both monsters. It's amazing. Flavio has good grips right now. Leopoldo has to bring his head to the inside of that position.
Yeah. Flavio's a bit of a grinder when it comes down to it, isn't he?
Yeah. Flavio's not in a good position right now.
No, he's trying to do the right thing, bring that right arm back underneath.
Flavio's got that far lapel grip too.
Yeah. Gotta break off this grip on the pants here.
Let me ask you guys, how many times do you think these two have faced each other just around the mats?
I believe they trained together many times before, but not so much anymore since they're in different organizations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Answer that.
Flavio Almeida in the blue gi is the brother of ex-UFC fighter Ricardo Almeida.
Yes.
Is that it? Is the match over, or are they just bringing that in?
Yeah, just bringing them in. I believe
Should be pretty close.
Yeah, at about 50 seconds left, I think.
Flavio up 6-0?
It looks like that.
Oh no, 5-0.
5-0.
Take down on the guard pass.
5-0, yeah.
Now almost 6 p.m. here in California. Thanks for you guys joining us today at Hands 2012 in Irvine. The day's flown by again.
Yeah.
Been broadcasting since 9 a.m. with you.
Yeah.
Flavio setting with his bow and arrow choke here.
Yeah. But Flavio does this back step over knee bar really well, so he's got about 30 seconds left. Now it's on the wrong side here. Flavio switch sides nicely. Almost time. That's going to be time. Nice.
Wow.
Really, he was ready for that guard pull. There he is again.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
The timing.
Jumping pass. Yes, nice toe hold. He's on a toe hold right now.
Diving toe hold.
But he's got to watch. He's going to get his back taken. He didn't isolate that other leg. He's got to isolate the other leg. Now he's on a little bit, but he's still got to isolate the other leg. He needs to get over that other leg, even though now it's on. That toe hold's looking pretty tight.
That looks bad.
Yeah, that's tight.
That's the wrong direction for a foot to point.
It is. You got to kick that grip off. Got to kick that grip off. And that is on, but he's got to be careful because now Antonio Carlos can go after his foot. So as he's removing that grip, that's what you don't want out of the foot lock. Wow, almost arm lock. Wow, this guy is all over the place. I love it. Now it's going to be a knee bar / calf slicer.
Wow. This is the sort of thing in my head I fantasize would happen if I'm sitting at the Brazilian Nationals. This would be every match would look like this.
I tell my team about this jumping guard pass from the guard. It's very hard to drill, but, you know, there were two guys that used to do it exceptionally well, Terere and Margarita.
And this guy.
And this guy does it.
He did it twice.
Yeah, and unbelievable. Now he's in a toe hold. That one's on, though. This one, uh-oh.
Okay, now Vander fled the mat to escape that toe hold. That's going to be 2 points to Antonio Carlos.
Yeah.
Unless he tapped and we didn't see it.
Yeah.
You know?
His defense is what took him out of bounds. So there's going to be 2 awarded to that.
Yep.
Because if you purposely flee the mat, I think you're disqualified on a submission. But since your defense takes him out of the mat, then it's 2 points.
A legitimate defense.
If you're in a triangle and you walk out of bounds in that triangle, drag the guy out of bounds, you get disqualified. But if you're rolling out of bounds to defend something, look at that. He tries to jump again, but this time he
He got injured somehow. Was it?
I think it might have been.
Colliding knees or
I'm not sure, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
But now, you might say that the match should go on, but no, it's over. If you get injured and you can't continue, you're out.
Yeah, I don't know what happened right there.
So Antonio Carlos is going to take this.
I thought at first I just thought he took a knee to the midsection. But I think it's worse than I think it's his knee or his leg.
This is not MMA where you get time to recover from any kind of accidental strike.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's his knee. I think he must have collided knees.
he looks pretty unhappy. So right now on the screen, you've got Brad Court in the black gi on bottom.
So Sean, that might be a disadvantage of that jumping guard pass.
Yeah, you have to make sure you have to be a little cautious there. That guy was flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive, though.
Yeah.
But like I said, we've never seen that guy before.
Nope.
So now you see this new guy on the scene that can jump all over the place. This is exciting. So he might be a name to watch in the future. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nice inside trip. Uichigari from Bushesha.
2 points to Bushesha.
Good guard recovery from prone. Nice movement, trying to shoot a footlock through, trying to get to a single leg. Bushesha tried to hop over, but didn't work out. Inside hook, nice inside trip back by Chrome.
Yeah, Gracie Magazine's Luca Atala is on mat 5.
Bushesha wants to.
Bushesha's finger just went sideways.
He just broke his finger.
And in the middle of the match, he just pulled it right back in place.
That's a
When
warrior.
they landed, he pulled his finger right back in place. Now
That's what everybody would do, right?
Yep.
What a warrior.
Yep. His finger was facing the wrong direction. He just popped it in place. That's probably why he got taken down. It was a beautiful inside trip. Both guys with the Uichigaris now, so.
Tied 2-2 after 30 seconds.
Yep.
Both going on a foot.
Uh-oh.
Now we're both on the 50-50. So this is semifinal number 1 right here. Whoever wins this moves into the finals. You can see that finger bothering him right now.
That's going to affect his grip.
Big time.
That is going to affect his game. If not only the grip, it might affect him mentally.
Yeah.
It's already distracted him. You can see that. That's a big deal.
I'm still looking at that foot.
Yeah. Shove his foot through. Bushesha, give him a little more time. Now, you might want to pull this leg back across to the outside. That way he can fend off that footlock. Comes up on a single. He goes down. That's going to be 2.
Score's now 4-2.
4-2.
Bushesha.
After 2 minutes.
Going in on a knee. Bushesha spins out. Now on his own knee bar attempt. Flash toe hold. Going defense nicely.
Score still 4-2. Bushesha.
Approaching 3 minutes into the match. 10-minute match.
In a good passing position. He might try to jump around to the back.
Looking that way, but
yeah. Nice move by Crone because he really avoided a nice little attempt by Buchecha to flip him over. It was a really nice move by Crone to go for the crucifix right now.
Wow, way to reorient, your axes along the way.
Yeah, Buchecha, nice counter to that, slips to the top. Still 4-2 though.
And for those keeping detailed score, Kron is up by 1 advantage in that side of the score table.
Nice collar drag. Buchecha tries a flying triangle. Oh, and they're going to give Crone 2 points for that. I guess he must have had a hold of Buchecha's leg.
Score is now 4-4. 1 advantage to Kron.
Because of that flying triangle attempt.
Correct.
That landed him on his back.
I guess Crone must have had Buchecha's leg in that event.
So now, Kron is winning by 1 advantage at this point.
Still over 5 minutes left. A lot can happen.
Yeah. A lot will happen.
Yeah. 5:30 left. And you can still see Buchecha from looking at his finger flexing his hand. So.
Oh yeah, it's not good.
Bothering him.
And answered the chat room, Humble Bahal did not compete today.
No, he is not in the open. To answer a good question in the chat room, can you tape? You cannot tape an injury because they cannot take a timeout on an injury, or else they, like we had talked about earlier, it's a DQ.
It's
so
the end, yeah.
That's it.
You can tape it before the match, but if something happens during the match, like in this one, you can't take time.
Right. The only time is, I think, is if there's blood, right? Correct? Like if somebody gets cut, they can tape that up, but
yeah, because otherwise you'd have folks calling for taping in the middle of a match just for a breather all the time.
Correct.
Yeah.
Nice arm lock coming. Let's try on that 50-50 arm lock. Now toe hold knee bar maybe coming.
Ron pulls himself back in.
By pulling himself in like that, he avoids most of the leg attacks that Buchecha's throwing at.
Yeah.
And the sweeps, right?
Yeah, now Buchecha's going to roll upside down again for a knee bar. Uh-oh, he's got the leg.
Oh!
Knee bar.
5:39 in the match, guys.
Very nicely done. Nice match by both guys. Nice movement by Crone.
That was very satisfying, the whole match.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't want to see Buchecha's finger injured like that, but...
Antonio Carlos has a big task ahead of him first.
So this is the last absolute black belt men's match of the day.
Got to get rid of that grip because we know when Bernardo gets a single leg, he does not let go. With a very strong grip.
Yeah. Someone in the chat room asked if Zach Maxwell fought today. He did not. And Tusa did not. He's also only doing his weight division tomorrow.
Correct.
Nice job by Antonio to stop that single leg.
Yeah.
Just
But
stuffed
now
it.
Bernardo is slowly getting back to this half guard position. Now Antonio Carlos has a good grip on this far knee, so you might see him hit his hip on the mat and try to backstep out of that guard, or at least get to a half guard position with the crossface. But he's got to free that grip right now, that leg. You don't want that grip right now. Bernardo's good with this.
Yeah.
There he goes. Now he's
once he
going to
gets
hang on this single leg.
Yeah.
You don't want him on this grip. That is not good. He's very good in this position.
Yep, right around the back.
Yep, switches with arms. Good defense by Antonio Carlos, but Bernardo is very good in this position. And he won't even let go to get moved back to the middle. Yes, and he will hang on your leg here. Antonio Carlos needs to be careful here. To peel that hand back down. Good hand control.
Yeah, so Fadia switches the grip and now
Yeah,
grabs
now is a hard time. He's going to get towards
right
back.
around the back. Yeah.
It's just actually turn. And he'll just be on a single on the other leg, but he needs to turn around. He needs to turn towards his left real hard, and he's just going to be on a single on the other side.
Yeah.
Now Ferreira has a good grip around the waist, so now it's getting a little different here. Needs to turn the other way. Oh, now he may be able to break that grip. If he can open his knee a little bit more, he might be able to break Ferreira's grip here. Got to be careful. It's a good sweeping position. Now he's weakening that grip. That's good. Got to open his knee now. There he goes. Nice defense.
Wow.
Yeah, really good defense. But now Bernardo's coming up. He's got his head out there. Try to jump on his back. He's successful.
That's not good.
Nope.
Needs that left hook in for the 4 points.
Yeah.
He gets 2 though, I suppose, for a takedown.
He's going to get 2 because he came up from the guard. This is sort of what happened with Conan Benny at the trials. It took a very long time, but when you come up from the guard, if you get the guy's back, when he goes down to his knees and you can hold him down to his knees for 3 seconds, you get your 2 points for a sweep.
It's like a sweep. Yeah. I mean, it is. Yeah.
It started from his guard, so it just took a long time to play out. Antonio Carlos is not in a good way right now. He's got to get that arm underneath. This is not good. He needs to get his right arm back underneath.
We're 4 minutes in.
Yeah.
Bernardo's up 2-0.
Yeah.
We should, if we get the opportunity, speak with Bernardo and learn a little bit about what he spent the last year doing.
Yeah, because we talked to him
A couple years ago.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago,
Yeah.
actually, right? He won that year.
Yeah. It was the emotional guy. You
Yeah.
remember that? I think he told us it was the best day of his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Four minutes in, and they are jockeying for position right now.
E ela vai pegar. Beleza, vai pegar.
Double unders.
Vai pegar pra
Carlos rolls upside
Yeah.
down.
It looks like Bernardo's found his rhythm again.
Yep. He's sort of got to where he likes to be.
Here's a question for you, Sean. A thought question. We know that the Mendez brothers have come up with a series of techniques that have made them very successful over the last few years, right? Or at least they've employed. I won't say they invented, but they make use of.
Yep.
Bernardo Faria has a very unique, sequence that he tends to do regularly.
Yep.
That you might expect guys to start emulating as well.
Yep.
Why aren't more people, at least vocally, professing to be a follower of Faria the way we hear people jump on the Mendez brothers? What's the difference?
That's a good question. I mean, some of the things he does are good. They're excellent grips. But I've never trained with him, but he must be insanely strong because some of the positions he gets himself into is not good. And if you didn't have a lot of strength, might not work so well. But also maybe it could be the flashiness of, wow, nice try by Antonio Carlos. I mean, people, and what would your opinion be is, people don't usually like to emulate slow, methodical games as much. They like flashy,
quick, flashy,
exciting.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why, I don't know.
That's a good theory. I mean, I'm sure another factor in this is the fact that he lives in Brazil, right, full time.
Yeah.
I think his English is okay, but he doesn't have the opportunity for media attention and, say, visits from Budo the way the Mendez do here locally and have over time. So,
but yeah, it's not a terribly innovative game. It's nothing.
It doesn't feel novel.
Spectacular,
but I'll tell you,
it works spectacularly for him.
I'll tell you, some of those grips that he does, like as he was earlier with the lapel from underneath and around the back, I don't see too many guys doing that. That feels semi-unique. I mean, or at least unconventional.
Yeah.
The way he sets up his...
Yeah.
So, but again, I think...
I'd say.
Maybe it comes down to what you say. It's not flashy or...
But it's productive, and that is a good question that you have. Why don't more people emulate it? Because it is productive. Wow, nice. Beautiful move almost to the back there. That's pretty sweet. Antonio Carlos does an excellent job.
Surprising. It's now tied 2-2 at 8 minutes.
One advantage each. 8 minutes. Now Faria's on that single leg again. He's this
a dog
time,
on a bone,
Yeah, and this time Antonio Carlos has to do a much better job. Here comes that grip behind the back of defending. Got a grip fight. There he goes. That's what I suggested the first time. He switches sides. It just switches to single leg rather than staying with your back turned.
See, this is an uncomfortable situation. This is far closer than most people tend to find themselves against Bernardo Faria.
Right.
2-2, tied across the board with 2 minutes left.
And Bernardo's in this single leg that he likes. So actually, he didn't have that grip to start there. So.
Yeah, he had already turned around, hasn't he?
Yeah, he did not have that grip. So it's a mistake by the referee. Actually, he didn't have this grip when it was only a single. He only had the left-handed grip.
That's
it.
That's what it was.
Good job by the referee. Bernardo comes out on that single, but Antonio Carlos needs to be smart here. He needs to break that grip. He needs to have some urgency to pull that lapel hard. Nice. That was awesome. Very nice.
2 more
Very
points.
Nice. Uh-oh. Now we have some trouble.
That's not good. And Bernardo needs to be careful because he's not supposed to be talking to the referee like that.
That's a nice flexibility. We don't see that from Bernardo very well either. Wow, surprising. Right into the omoplata. That was a nice position. Now he needs to watch out here. Antonio Carlos cannot turn his back like he is, trying to get back out to the far side, but That arm
looks bad.
It's gonna get in trouble if he's not careful with a Kimura.
Yeah.
So
The crucifixy.
now it's back to the omoplata,
Yeah.
and we're gonna see an advantage. We got 45 seconds left. Bernardo needs a sweep. He needs more than an advantage. Well, he got his advantage, so if he does sweep, he's gonna win by an advantage now.
Antonio Carlos knows that, though.
Yeah, he
He's going
does.
to start shutting down here real fast.
He needs to be careful about letting his arm get too much out of position now.
Uh-oh.
So
Uh-oh.
25 seconds left.
How did they go out of bounds, Sean?
Um,
If he drove him out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to call it that way.
You
though.
don't think so?
They wiggled out of bounds somehow.
Somehow.
Might be good for. Look at Bernardo fixing the grips during the.
He only has.
He is a sneaky guy. Wow, that's not
30
how
seconds.
it started at all. But
Uh-oh.
we're gonna do. Oh, very nice done by Antonio Carlos, but Bernardo with the flexibility to pull the foot back over. But it is almost time. We might see Antonio Carlos and Buchecha. 10 seconds left. He's got 10 seconds left.
This is going to put a dent in Alliance's plans.
Yes,
for
it
sure.
is.
Boy, Jacare and Fabio Gurgel have unhappy faces right now.
And you see him pull back from the celebration, right? Because there is a rule where there is no over celebration.
Yeah, you're
You cannot
right.
over celebrate. So Antonio Carlos takes down Bernardo Farias.
That could be. I don't like the word